Radio. As you can tell, there's no intro. We're just running a test tonight to see how this goes for us. The other software we were having trouble getting into Facebook and some other places, and this one offered the chance to do that, so we decided to do that. Right now, if you are watching from Facebook, kind of drop me a note to make sure that. Nancy's just starting to figure out how to get in here, so we're just waiting on Nancy right now. But just bear with me. This is our training wheels night for this. As you can see, hang on a second. I have to make sure I know where Nancy's going to pop in when she pops in. As you can see, it's got the software logo up at the right hand corner over here, and that's because we're on the free version to test this out tonight. Because I got frustrated with the other one again because I couldn't get to Facebook, and it really irritated me. What I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I'm broadcasting where I should be broadcasting, and there I am. Okay, the lighting looks good. Excellent. So I am on Facebook tonight. Fantastic. I'm really excited. Okay, well, it's good to be back, everybody. Nancy's trying to get her feet wet with this. I did this last minute today because I wanted to see what the quality was like and stuff. But you can see I'm all ready for Christmas. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I can't see your comments yet on Facebook. I don't think that's part of this free version, but eventually we will. But I'm really excited that I was able to get out on Facebook. We have a full group. We have a full week of shows next week, just to let you guys know and give you a quick heads up about that. So I'm stoked. I'm stoked. And what I'll do is at some point this weekend, I will pay for the paid version of this so we can get the logo up and get our tickers going and get all that other stuff that we had over at StreamYard. It operates similar to StreamYard, so I'm really excited about that. Setting the shows up are similar to StreamYard. So I'm really stoked about this. I'm really, really, truly stoked. Hopefully Nancy gets on. Hang on a second. I'm on the air right now, so I'm going to let her handle it. I'm live right now. Okay. So, anyway, sometimes it takes Nancy a little bit of time to adapt to new stuff, and that's what's going on right now. But I want to grab a couple of cherries here, okay? While we're just idly chatting. My name is Charlotte. I'm going to be your host for the next hour, whether Nancy comes on or not. I'm also the owner of the California Haunts Paranormal Investigation Team, based out of Sacramento, California. We're 45 strong up and down the state, which means we can get to you. It might take us a while. California is a huge state, but we will get to you. Just be assured that. Like I said, it might take us a couple days. It's a big area, but we will eventually get to you. Anyway, we are now broadcasting on YouTube and Facebook tonight. If I stay with the freebie for a while we get adapted to it. She's not going to come on, guys. So, I'm going to do this myself. I kind of had a feeling this was going to happen. Anyway, so you guys get to see me tonight. That's fine. Anyway, I've got a lot coming up. Like I said, I've got a full week of shows. I might just do them over at Restream, because I did pay for Restream for the month. So, like I said, I'm trying to get adapted to this thing, and I figure I need at least a week to get the intros in and the outros and all that going. But so far, from what I can see on Facebook, the quality looks very good, right? So we can talk about all kinds of things paranormal. I got an announcement where for Christmas last year we built gingerbread houses and things like that. I do have a couple projects like that we're going to be doing again, and I'll be able to go live to 3 different places. But what's kind of neat about this, what's kind of neat about this software is that I'll be able to go live to 4 different destinations. So I'll be on Facebook, I'll be on YouTube. I'll be on maybe Twitch and probably at some point TikTok, but then I could do Twitter in the meantime. So I can go ahead and be at 4 places instead of the 3 that I was at over at the other place. So I'm really excited about all that. There's a lot coming up, and like I said, we have we have a full round of shows next week coming up. If you guys are interested too, I do tarot card reads, past, present, future. I also do regular tarot card reads. I'm working on my website to have that up by tomorrow for the tarot card reads and stuff. And we are going to have the radio show website back up this weekend sometime. It's going to be like a little behind and outdated, but I will have that up this weekend, and I'll start getting that updated and whatnot. And then the paranormal team website will be hooked into that temporarily, as will the tarot card website. So we're going to have everything hooked into one. So I'm excited about all that stuff. All this stuff's coming up. It's just incredible. It's just incredible. And I was so glad to find this company that I didn't have to monkey dunk for Facebook. And as you can see, the video quality is 100% better too. In fact, this is almost a clone of StreamYard. It's almost a clone of StreamYard. Hang on, I got a red thing here. Let me see what's going on here. Give me a second. Oh, I see comments. Hang on. Here we go. There you are. I got some comments coming in. Okay. So I do have a couple comments coming in. I was wondering where those were. So, like I said, it's just training wheels tonight for me and for Nancy to try and do this. It took me today. I was working on Facebook trying. I've been having trouble with Facebook anyway with passwords, because I was always trying to go to my iPhone, and my iPhone, I don't use it anymore. So I've been having problems with Facebook trying to get hooked up to that. It took 3 hours today to undo it all. So at least everything's like on the same page now as far as Facebook goes. But it's been kind of crazy. I do see your comments. Shelly, hey Pamela, I see you over there. Welcome. Welcome, Pamela Schmidt. So yeah, we're all here. No Nancy tonight. She had trouble getting on. We're going to have to work with her on that. So I'm just going to sit here. We're going to wing it. It's the first time we've done a show in a while. I think of this show as training wheels for us, like I said, because I'm probably more. This is where I'm going to end up doing it. This is where I'm going to end up doing the show, and pretty much. And so I like the quality better. I like this. I like the layout better. Look at that. Jack and Sally are falling over. Look at that. How dare they? How dare they fall? Okay, so what have we got going on? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so Nancy's here. We do have Nancy, so let me see. How do I get Nancy? Hang on. Nancy did come in. I don't know where it's at. Okay, I don't know what it means. Ah, there she is. We do have Nancy tonight, so let's add Nancy on in here. Let's add her in. Hello. Can't hear you. Audio issue. Nancy did come in. We got to figure this out. Do I have to turn on her mic? Hang on. Is there something I have to turn on here? Let's see if it's something I got to do. Unmute, request sent. Okay, unmute. Okay. Huh, okay. Yeah, I don't have you muted. Let's see. Nope. No, you're turned up, so I don't have you muted. I don't have you muted, no. You're turned up. Yeah, I can't hear you. It's okay, relax, it's okay. Relax. First time for everything, right? First time for everything. At least we got Nancy. Didn't think we were going to get Nancy tonight either. I mean, like I said, this is training wheels tonight, guys. So just bear with us, So did everybody have a great Turkey Day? Let's see. I got Pamela. I'm happy to be back on Facebook too. I'm going to have to make adjustments to the chat room and all that because the chat's really tiny right now. So. Yeah, we're going to have to see what's going on with Nancy's audio. Let me do something here, too. Oh, there we go. Now you're bright. Trying to figure out how this works. Oh, there you are. Ah! Yeah. Just wish we had the audio going. I'm trying to figure out the audio. Mute. Nope, I don't have audio. Okay. Well, she may not be able to be on today, but at least she came on. We see her. We got to work out how the audio is going to work because I don't have her muted. So I don't know what's going on. But like I said, this is a tryout and it's training wheels. But it's good to see that Facebook's working, YouTube's working. The colors look fine on both. And I got to remember to be over more this way. See, I have to make adjustments for all this. I could be really small, which I might do. But I'm excited. The whole night's exciting. 7 p.m. Pacific tonight, I'll be over on TikTok doing some free tarot card readings. But I am doing paid readings. I will start doing paid readings. Celtic crosses and things like that not over on TikTok, but privately. I'll be starting to do those on the weekends, on Saturdays and Sundays for you guys. Whoever wants a more in-depth reading, like love connection reading and all that good stuff, I'm going to be doing that. I'm putting the website together as we speak, and getting excited about that, right? But I don't even know how my audio sounds. How's my audio sound? It's good? Okay. The audio's good. I just can't hear you. Yeah, we'll have to figure it out. Well, I'm just glad you got on. I'm glad you got on. You have good quality video, too. So, Nancy will get her show on eventually. Oh, you know what we could do? I have an idea. Now that you're on screen, I'm going to call you. Get your phone. I have an idea. Get your phone. I have an idea. See how much power I have. Hang on. Will this phone do it? No, but this... Oh, yeah. Okay. Hang on a second. I'll be right back. Hang on. I'm going to call you, okay? Just hang on. I'll be right back, you guys. Let me go grab what I need. I'm going to call Nancy. We can do this. I can't. We can do this. Hang in, everybody. I'm coming. Hang in there, everybody. We'll get our head out of our butts. Here's what we're going to do. All right. We get comfy again. Here's what we're going to do. Okay. Ha! Lost my headphones. Okay, here's what we're going to do. All right, I'm going to call you right now. Here we go. Here's what we're going to do. Let me call Nancy. Here's what we're going to do. There we go. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yes, I am. Now I was hearing you fine.
Well, good. Hopefully we can get...
Nothing. I'm getting a feedback.
Well, we're going to get that because you're on the phone here. I don't have it on a separate line.
Okay, how's that?
That's good. That's good.
Okay, got rid of the earbuds.
Let's do this.
She's using a brand new program.
You ready?
Yes, I'm hearing talking.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so this is Training Wheels, guys. So just bear with me. Like in the beginning, I didn't have an intro. Nothing's there. So, Nancy, why don't you just start and let's roll. Let's just roll with what you want to talk about.
So we've had 3 weeks of anxiety, and I was talking about anxiety, how to work through it, and there's always a common thread of the future is anxiety, the past is depression, and besides myself and Shar and a few other girlfriends, we all been under a lot of depression. Now let's just put the holidays on top of all depression. We've had anxiety, so let's just throw in the holidays. And let's say to the universe, it's too hard. What is this going on here? And at some point, you might throw your hands in the air and say, the universe is against me, and I'm not succeeding because anxiety is clouding your judgment. And you'll see that on the freeways. They call it road rage because you're so anxiety-ridden, you can't tolerate anybody putting you out of your space. And it builds up. And I did have my glasses adjusted, Walmart. Now I go to wear them. I will make another trip. All you have to do is clip them and have fit, and then, of course, watch TV. I want to go real gently with this because I have addressed how to survive anxiety, what to do with it. But there's a point when we have to surrender that one more step. And that is in the Christian faith, like I am, you say you're going to turn your energy to the universe and trust. But any culture that has a deity or a religious figure, we need to release our anxiety and stress to the deity. Now, how do we get to a place of saying, and it could be an atheist, but yet you love somebody, and you say, I want to release my stress, not to that person, but because of that person. And you can use anything and say, I love this person, so while we're getting going, I had a cat decide he wanted to jump up here. And you saw me turn around and went, wait. He's this big, right? So he's covered the whole screen. And you could use anything and say, I surrender this anxiety I'm going through. And I'm going to take another step, so bear with me. I want to leave this anxiety and put it on the other side of the room. I'm going to put it in this box. I'm going to put it in my pocket because there's somebody I love who doesn't deserve the anxiety of my anxiety. Did I double? That didn't sound. The trauma of my anxiety is a better word because we don't even realize we're doing this. Now, how do we get to that place? And you could say, and I have so much written down here, I'm going to talk. I don't like talking fast, but we're going to cover some, maybe make it the second show tonight. So we dealt with 2.5 weeks of this. And then a couple days ago, I watched a movie called Under the Dome. And that's what prompted me to send a note to Shar, and I have an answer. And under that TV series is 2013, 2015. And I don't have TV on very often. Shar will say, did you watch the show? I go, I never watched them originally, let alone reruns. And why do I do that? Because mine is so full of things all the time. I can't take on something where I have to think. So I'll put something on this mindless entertainment. Under the Dome, great series. I had to pay a little bit of attention to it, but it captured me because something beyond the foreseeable future of this small town. This dome from outer space came down, encapsulated this small town. And of course, the people in the town start going crazy because they're not in charge of their life. Anxiety sets in, and then road rage happens all over the town. Within the town were travelers, and this mother, a parent of a teenage girl came to town. They got locked into it, and it's kind of like synchronicitous, like the situation of the parents wanted taking the girl to one of those camps for girls, wayward children and stuff. Anyway, they get stuck, and in the process, they start realizing that there seems to be a connection between 4 kids. And to the kids, before they start realizing it, they have a connection. They touch each other, and they fall down into a trance. And they kept saying, the sky is falling, kind of a statement. In the long run, after all the discoveries made, they realized that all their paths were preordained. That when two of the people who were in the town were in 7th grade, they started having seizures, just like the new couple in town. And what I witnessed was the divine, the universal domino effect of the past knowing the future, and how do we line people up so they end up in the same place at the same time. If you have a chance to watch, I want you to. And the reason, enjoy it, please. If you don't enjoy it, don't watch it. It's quite complex. There's a lot of storylines. I never watch it's unpleasant title, but soap operas, only because I can't keep track of it. This is what I do for a living. I don't want to listen to other people's troubles. I have to listen to people's troubles all the time. So if you enjoy that kind of storyline, love interest, he done me wrong, oh, you murdered my husband kind of a thing, or the kids are electricity driven to identify and find the alien that's in this dome, it's fabulous. I don't usually, like I said, I found it very refreshing and very interesting. The backstory is, this couldn't have happened unless the creators of the dome energized 4 youths of the past.
Mm-hmm.
Because once they got together, they had control over the situation. And I did like that. I do want you to enjoy it like I did. Every once in a while, I'll find a movie that sounds, wow, that's a good one to talk about. This is another example of what I'm talking about. And I'm going to use me because I don't want to use my clients, and I don't want to talk about Shara. So sometimes I say, oh, this is a good story. This demonstrates, but I'll have to use me because I just have someone remind me of something that happened. So my first husband and I got married in 67, and we bought an 800 square foot house. But my in-laws bought me and my husband and I, a king-size bed with dressers. And, of course, the bedroom was 8 by 11. Something very small. So you walk in the bedroom, you have to jump over the bed to get to the bathroom type of thing. And we enlarged it another 400 or 500 feet. It turned out to be a really lovely house. But I would lay on the bed next to the edge. And I get middle life, I have to, women do. And so one night he says, I'm going to run across the room and I'm going to leap above you and I'm going to land on the other side of you, because otherwise he's crawling all around. Well, he missed. He winged me with his elbow right here on my nose. And over the years, the picture is my nose. I had a nice straight, not large, but very straight nose. And what I ended up with is a little butt, and because my nose was broken 2 places. And that was in 67. In 87, I was diagnosed with cancer. And it's early on, I got it back up. So in 87, early of 87, Larry come to me and he said, we were athletes at the time, and we were runners and horse people, and it just beat us up, even though we loved it. And he says, I have to get my knee fixed, so Kaiser won't do it. So what we want to do is, I'm going to have my knee fixed with Blue Cross. And while I'm doing that, would you go ahead and you can go get your nose fixed if you want to. Well, it never really bothered me until someone pointed out, says, your nose is kind of like an F. And I went, well, no wonder my glasses won't stay on my face. And I said, okay, I'll have it fixed, right? My mother was really in for it. She says, Mom, she's an artist, and when you have flaws like my mom would always go, you need to have that. No, I gave in. I had my nose fixed. And that was Auburn, California. And I was working up there, so this was very convenient. It was a quad, 4 pieces. 4 offices, kind of like a box. And so I had to walk upstairs, and every time I walk upstairs, I'd have to enter the stairs by looking at a building here, and it said mammogram. So I had my nose fixed. I went downstairs. One day I had a mammogram. I was diagnosed with 3.4 or 5 level of cancer. 4 would be very, very serious, fatal. And after I had all the surgeries, I had 3 of them in a row. I had to go on the 3rd time because it was more dangerous, more spread than they thought, and I had to have more extensive surgery. And after the surgery, the guy said to me, if you'd waited 6 months, we wouldn't have been able to fix you. It would have been throughout your whole body. Now, when you stop and think of it, my nose had to break. My husband had to have a bad knee. Kaiser had to turn me down for a mammogram. Mm-hmm. And so it was in my mind. because I had a feeling. So I had my nose fixed in a quadplex where there was a mammogram for $95.87. I paid to have a mammogram because Kaiser wouldn't give it to me. I was under 40. So the point is, it wasn't necessarily me, the psychic, because I was very gifted all those years I was married. I have stories that, oh my God, Nancy, Mom, how do you know these things? I'm in the business now, I guess. So it wasn't me that brought it up, it was my husband. He had to be guided by the spirit people that are around me to incentivize him to get his knee fixed. That's the same as the movie Under the Dome. The outside people, the people that are behind the scene, had to make those kids aware of what's happening now for the outcome of the show, because I do remember a little bit of it, and the intricacies that we cannot have a perception of, or sometimes so subtle that we don't know it, only in hindsight. I have other stories, and you just go, what? How did you marry two Larrys? Oh, my sister married Larry too. What, you have three Larrys at different times when you're married? Yeah. How does that happen? I lived on 2 Tanglewoods. I lived on 2 Cottonwoods. Of all the streets in the state of California, America, how does someone live on 2 Tanglewoods and 2 Cottonwoods? It's almost like the universe has a sense of humor with me. They're dangling all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes you have to have a sense of humor, and that's my point, is that when we pay attention, we are being guided. When you learn to have that trust, and I'm like everybody else, I've had anxiety, and it doesn't get in my way when I'm doing this. I'm having fun. Shar called me up and wanted to talk to me, and of course I have to slow her down, but when she asks a question, I'm right there, because you can do that. But to get off the phone, and you get back on your own head, and you get buried with it, then those other anxieties can come. And get to a place that I realize what control power I have. We did what we had to do, VOTE. We did what we could do. There's nothing more I can do. I'm an old woman, 76 years old. It's not like I have a lot of power and control over the universe and what's going to happen next. I would love you who are watching to believe that. What power and control do we have? Only you can decide that. Yes, you have more power and control to be picketing or going somewhere else if you don't like something. But within the family dynamic of the holiday season, release that anxiety, put it on a doll, put it on somebody else, and say, I love you. I'm not going to subject you to the level of anxiety that I'm demonstrating. And that's sometimes how hard it is. And I'll give you an example. I, like everybody else, has family. It's a 2-hour drive, but I get to see babies, 6 and 8-year-old great-grandchildren. And they're so darling. They have the food, the colors, and they have the little girls with like the tutus and the pinks and the frosteds and everything. Oh, they're just like crazy. So if I went down there with anxiety, the first thing I would think of is the family dynamics are not important. What's important is those cute little girls. So I'm doing what we call deflecting. It's yes, I've studied this for 33 years. I better know what I'm doing. When we deflect, we put our energy into a loving, compassionate place. Not of, I don't want to be around these relatives. And I have had calls. In fact, there's one girl, let me think how I word this. Well, she, if you're watching, you know I'm talking about you and your brothers and those who didn't help you with your parents when they were dying. Now you don't. I'm talking about you. And you need to call me back, let me know what happened. So we have the dynamics of the family, and I can't imagine what their family get-together was like. You have to go to a place of saying, their journey, their stuff, crap, is all about them. It has nothing to do with me. My stuff is over here, and I left it in the car. You know why? Because I put my energy to somebody that I love. That love most families have someone they can love. I don't care if it's their dog. If you love their dog, go there with that. I love this dog or cat. People come over, they see this great big cat. I'm like, boy, that's a smart cat. That cat is almost smart as some of the neighbors. Who does see that? Oh, shoot, I'm going to get in trouble. So when we deflect, it shifts our energy. because human beings are always afraid. We're afraid of something happened to us. It goes back to the caveman days. It's almost like we have to reprogram our brain to think that we're not going to die in the next 5 minutes all the time. Now, the drive home last night was dangerous. It wasn't raining, thank goodness, but I have 2 hours and I have about 45 minutes going through a lot of little towns. And I realized that a lot of little towns have little families and a lot of drinking going on, and I saw some demonstrations of it last night. I went, oh, fudge. So, you know, you turn the music on a little louder. Like, I'm watching, but I don't want to stress, so I deflected and put my love toward my music. See, we have to deflect. We have to relax. If you drive as though you're going to get hit the next 5 minutes, it doesn't mean you're not paying attention. You're actually more relaxed in an environment of relaxation and love for other people than you are when your eyes are on the road as though it's the next 5 minutes will get hit. Yes, I've been in the car accident. I got hit by other people. It wasn't me hitting me, but it was out of my control. I mean, I didn't have control. You don't have control if someone runs an intersection or they come out. What you want to do is just be calm, because in a moment of an accident, I'm just using an example, those who are tense break more bones than those who are relaxed. It's as though you've heard the expression, when a drunk person hits another person, they're the ones that survive. You know why? Because they're relaxed. So you want to relax. When in the family dynamics, you go in with drama, trauma, anxiety, the world is against you, and I've had a fight with that neighbor, and the car broke down before I had to get gas last night. I mean, you do all those kind of things, and then you go into the family who else is also high anxiety, because that's a lot of work getting ready for the day. You go in with love. I love you even though we're high anxiety. Or you look at a child, or you look at a dog, and deflect that energy off. We want to go to a place of acknowledging the term living in the light versus living in the dark. People have seen me work large groups, conventions, I did a lot of stuff, and people would say, oh my gosh, look at that. I'm wearing dark for winter. Again, the aura around us. You either have a heavy, dark aura field, or we can have one of light. And people say, well, Nancy, you know what? I have my days. We all do. But I would rather be of light to witness life and live it to the fullest than be in the dark and be blinded by it. So if I said to you, if you can live in the light so that your spirit people can communicate to you better and give you guidance so that you are safe always. It's kind of amazing. People say, oh, I've had a lot. Don't talk to me about illnesses or bad things happening. I've had my share. Because this lifetime of doing this is not easy for a psychic medium like myself and others. It's hard on the body. And Shar and I have had long conversations. Someone we know, Placido, just dropped dead, and she was very young, in her mid-50s, I think. Wasn't she mid-50s? Wasn't she mid-50s?
Yes, mid-50s, yes, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just amazing. Even Sylvia Brown, she said, I'm going to live to 88. Well, she dropped dead at 77, a heart attack. Hello. That's me next year at 77. Yeah, I feel myself into the 90s. God doesn't want me yet. It's okay. Kind of broken a little bit, but I can't let that be part of it. I have to have humor. It appears they're trying to keep me alive. Mm-hmm. And I told my doctor, I said, I can't believe I came in just in time. I told you last time, 2 weeks ago, they've been burning a lot of my face off it, and I had a couple spots that had cancer in it. Well, let's do them again. Let's do those again. Well, look how pretty my face is for the camera now. Let's turn it around. And we all like that. We like that, but I found it curious. I wouldn't have gone if my husband hadn't gone first. He had a spot. He had one here and one in his ear or something, and started bleeding. And he said to me, maybe you ought to go get your face looked at, make sure those aren't bad. I went, oh, okay. Made an appointment. Oh, cancer? What? Wow. That's strike number 3 for me for cancer. Three places. So it's like, geez, the universe had me go in really quick. And I have to laugh, and I said, Char, all the people I talked to, God, I can't believe we caught that. It's just amazing to me. And I blame it on the Doom Buggy ride when my husband and I first got married, probably 67, 68, around there. I think it was 68. We took a dune buggy to San Diego and spent a few days on the beach on top. And so, of course, in this open sun for 4 days, we were both burnt to a crisp. And all these years later, so 40 years later, I got cancer on the face. It was just amazing to me that we're really watched. If you chose a life of strife, and I've heard people say this, at some point you go, why is it so difficult? And you don't have to have it so difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, it is if it's given to you. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it can be. Because I've had it rough. My father got killed when he was 33. My mother had a really hard time. And I look back at her journey, and I think that's one reason I'm a workaholic. You know, you set your standards on your life and the people that influence you. And I would rather live in the light, being amused, that they want to keep me alive, and it seems so. I'm pretty. I got here, you know, and I go, really? I didn't think I'd even lived this long. I got really sick at 39 in 1987. And the doctor said, well, we'll watch you for 5 years. If you make it 5 years, then we'll wait another 10 years, and then you'll be free at 15 years out. Really? Well, in 87, chemotherapy killed people. And they didn't want to give it to me because I was only 39. Anyway, and so what I want to say to you, I'm off kilter here a little bit. I wanted to give you some other things. I think the point I want to go to is that you choose the path and the way you want to live by your thoughts alone. I have had a hard time. There are days that are harder than other days. We all have them. But I'm constantly amused. And even though I can hang up and say, geez, here I go, let's have another day, I think to myself, and I absolutely do this a lot. I'm so grateful to be alive. I'm grateful that I, at 76, can work. And I'm working something that I like. A lot of my ladies call me just last week. She thinks she already retired. And, oh, no, she's getting ready to. Oh, sorry, you're blinking.
I see it. Oh, that's that.
Yeah.
It's having issues.
Yeah,
Bear with me, everybody.
Okay. fun reading Facebook, go on to children's past lives. Yes, we can see you there. You're on.
No, we're back.
Verification of past lives. A screen switch. The children that found past lives and how they chose this mommy and daddy for this lifetime is fascinating. We're talking 2, 3, 4-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the first time I saw a spirit person, I kind of have a good memory. Kind of strange. So I remember a lot of my childhood. I go back to 18 months. I described to my mom where I was at 18 months and Mike slipping into the house and walking upstairs. And I described everything, and it's kind of strange because you hear about people that can do that. I can't remember everything. I just remember a lot. And I remember my dad standing there, and I didn't realize what had happened, of course. But I found him odd-looking, like he was yellow. There was a yellow all around him. And I described the visual of him to his mother, my grandmother, Isabel. And she had a and she would talk to me a lot, and he would come visit, and I would say what the messages were. And it's on a reel-to-reel somewhere. I think it's at my sister's house in Seattle. Even that, he took a life insurance policy out, effective April 1st, 1955, at midnight, and he was killed at 2:30 in the morning by head-on collision with 3 war heroes of the Korean War. And the police tried to blame my father because the life insurance policy was effective when he was killed. The problem was the 3 of them were drunk and they hit my dad. So how did my father create it? But the thing was, he took insurance policy out, so it's kind of like he had a sense that he could not stop the future. Can you imagine having that sense? He was so gifted. Drove my mother nuts because he would always be talking to his dead father. And then he would talk to his living mother, but in a different household. So they would have open conversations. I've never known anybody able to do that. Even the best of remote viewers can't have an online communication. That's where I got this, whatever you want to call it. But clearly he lives in the light, sensing that he did something. And at times you think, well, I don't want to do something, but it pops your head to it. Even though you sometimes go, because it's not necessarily your thoughts, it's your guides. And the guides are never far away. A little prayer I say sometimes to myself, which is important. For the higher, excuse me, it starts out different. For my life, for my higher and better self, for the lessons I need to learn, I would like my guides to give me guidance, and I will accept it. Because you have to accept the guides. You have to be open that they are around you and they're talking to you, whispering in your ear, giving you ideas. The other day I wanted to go to the store and wanted to go out, and I went, Booo, and I go, oh my goodness. And he slapped me on the side of the head. It was almost like a force. I couldn't get together, couldn't get out the door. Maybe I was going to, in my little community, there's a lot of people kind of, I'm on that part of town where there's a lot of good shopping, all the stores. And I heard that COVID was rampant. There were two people, my son-in-law, my daughter's husband, and her son, who did not show up yesterday, and because they had COVID. And I thought, oh my goodness, am I going to come home with, like you stay away from COVID, be it families interactive with the family that's been sick, and I go, oh shoot, but I did not feel not to go. I felt fine. The guidance was there to allow me not to worry about it, because once I showed up and they said that, I must be okay, because I would have been told not to go and I would have stayed home. So sometimes it feels like they're buffing you around a lot, but they're not. They want to keep you safe, or as the parents of being safe is there, even though you have trauma and drama. It's not always your lesson that you're going through something. It's the people you're interacting with will give you the trauma and drama. It's not always your lesson, it's somebody else's. Well, Shar, I talked a little faster than I thought. I have great stories here, but that was a short lesson for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the holiday season and surrender the anxiety and frustration you're going through to allow it to be their journey and not yours, because you have no control over it. And for your higher and better self, have your angels and guides direct you to fun coincidences and synchronicities so you can have a good chuckle and understand the process of life. I'm so grateful to be alive. I'm so grateful at times when I have a client and I say things that even the Shar and casual conversation, I said to her the other day, we were talking about her taking the next step in her business, and I casually mentioned something, and it kind of went poof, and now her whole new path has been started. I didn't realize what I did.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't me talking at all.
Yeah.
Maybe it was somebody else working through me to make sure she heard me, which is not always good because she's asked me nothing. Everybody that I said to her just the other day, I said, "How many times have I been wrong?" She goes, "Whoa." You don't want to talk to me sometimes. You're like, I don't want to hear what he has to say. She makes me so bad.
I'm checking.
All right, kids.
Let me check the chat room real and see who we got here. Oh, we got all kinds of people in here.
Oh.
Okay. Awesome. I can't see the chat room.
Is there people up?
Yeah, it's smaller than it is. It's smaller than it was with StreamYard. However, I want to thank Judith, Hugh, Marisa. We got Judith, we got Judith, Hugh, we got Judith, Huan. We've got Marisa in there. We got Pamela in there. There's somebody else way down the bottom that I don't remember right now, and I apologize. But tonight was, yeah, it's very small. It's very small. I got to figure that out. But this was the tryout tonight. I don't know what's going on with my camera. This is the second time it kind of phased me out. So I'm thinking of maybe buying another camera, replacing this camera. Maybe this one's just starting to fritz on me. Other than that, while we were on the air, I was looking at Facebook on my other cell phone, and the clarity is clear as a bell. There were no problems with it. Yeah, the clarity's... You look great.
Yeah, we got to figure out how come you can't hear me. This is out.
Yeah, that we got to figure out. I do have a packed week of shows next week. I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger on this because I think it's I like the quality. I like everything about this. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase this for the month. But I do have Restream still purchased. So depending on how far I get this weekend getting this thing updated, because as you guys can tell, there's no intro. There's no ending to this. We just pop in. Okay, so yeah,
right.
it's not.
Right.
And I think I can't.
Who I am tonight?
Yeah, I think I can't load my intro until I have the paid version. The paid version, I think is the issue. So I want to get all that set up and get that going with this. I will be able to run the same kind of stuff I was running over at StreamYard. So we'll have the ticker at the bottom. Everything will be intact here. So that's what I like about it. Sing with the camera. We'll see what happens. Like Sunday, I'll do my Sunday read from here, and we'll see how it goes with the camera. If it does that again, then I'm going to get a hold of them and find out why it would be doing that, and maybe it's a new camera. Maybe that's the whole deal is I have to whip out a new camera. So we'll see. But I'm happy with it. So what might happen is the shows next week will be through Restream. For the first, for those first 4 shows for next week, but I'll have to see how it plays out. But I'm excited about it. I know we had a rocky beginning. There's a short show tonight. We had a rocky beginning, and I get frustrated. Nancy gets frustrated. We all get frustrated. With technology sucks.
We have no way of communicating. She puts her phone in the kitchen. So when we first get on here, as far as those who are going to be on later on, you have to download Chrome to your computer.
Yeah.
And I was very, very resistant because now I'm going to get inundated with advertising and pop-ups and everything else from Chrome, and that's the last thing I want.
Yeah, it operates on Chrome.
We'll have to see if we have...
But then again, with StreamYard will run on Firefox, but it also runs better. It says it runs better on Chrome. I've always run it on Firefox, but
I couldn't even get to this link.
They're all going to that.
Yeah.
I couldn't get in here until I downloaded it. So we're learning. It's a learning curve, but I do like the quality on here. I'm real happy with it. And Grogu will be back, Pamela. I heard that. I saw that. Where's Grogu? Grogu will be back. He's just on vacation right now. But, yeah, so I'm real excited about it. The audio looks good. I took a screenshot for you, Nancy, so you can see what it looks like on Facebook. It's really good. And this isn't being recorded. As far as the audio goes, I'll have the audio in sometime tomorrow. I got like 4 audios to upload over the RSS feed. I haven't done them. It's because there's a day delay. When things go straight to YouTube, it's a day delay, and then I can download the audio. So that's what's been going on, and then I get busy doing other things. So this will record in a format that I can put the audio right away over to RSS again. So I'm excited about it. The quality, like I said, everything looks really good. It's similar to the software I was using before. So thank you guys for coming tonight. It's a short show, a short tryout tonight. You can actually, if you want to continue, we can go till 6:45. If you want to continue.
Well,
No, okay.
I do want to know if there's, I don't know what's on her page, but for those of you who are listening on RSS when she puts this up, if you want to know who I am, my readings,
Yeah.
nancymatzpsychic.com.
Yeah.
I have been trying to fix up a second computer. I'm having trouble, of course. And sometimes you don't work on a computer a little bit. OneDrive has messed me up real bad, and I haven't taken off everything. And now, hi, honey, another cat. There's, okay, the same one that bothered me earlier. OneDrive was downloaded during one of the upgrades or the uploads. You know how it does all the time. And it messed everything up.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. So getting it straightened out was one thing, but now it's moved some things around. So it's been a headache and a half. So pretty soon, the reason I brought that up, side note, is that Char's going to set me up and help me get started on TikTok. And I'm going to do readings of spirit people. And the thing is, it's called Who Are You Talking To? You know, so, I mean, who's standing beside you? Is something like that. So as soon as I fix out computers like Char does, I will start doing my own show, and I won't compete with her at all. So she does the card readings. If I do psychic readings, it may or may not happen, depending on the number of the people in the audience.
Yeah.
So Judith, I think she comes from my meetup, and a couple of the girls, Marissa may be interested. I can't remember who else she said was in the room. But if you want, make sure you sign up on TikTok. And it's Nancy Matz Psychic Medium, I think it is. Make sure it's my site. So anyway,
Yeah.
thanks, girl.
So like I said, I spent what I thought was going to be a quickie trip into Facebook today at 1:30, lasted till 4 o'clock, trying to undo all that and figure out the passwords and, you know, why isn't it working on the new phone, and just why can't I get in off this, you know, and it was just like a nightmare all day. So I spent the whole day on the laptop trying to figure all this stuff out. So
and the older you get, it doesn't get any easier.
Yeah.
I'm amazed I can think this through so as good as I can, because it's almost fast as a speeding bullet changes overnight. I have no idea what's been downloaded by accident, you know, and one night I left the machine on by mistake, and a whole bunch of stuff downloaded. I went, I didn't ask for all this. Where is this coming from?
Yeah. Well, I apologize for the beginning, everybody, because I was frustrated.
Well, we were having fun, though.
I was frustrated with me, frustrated with her, but that's what happens, because I've been messing all day with this, and then I knew it. I knew it because Nancy, and like I said in the beginning, Nancy is not tech savvy, so I expect these things, you know, and like what I said.
But not really.
Yeah, like what I said, you know, I'm going to do the show myself. I could have expected to do it myself tonight, you know, I was doing, but yeah, I tend not to be tech savvy either, but I'm happy with this so far. So Sunday I will be back.
She has been able to think through. Oh my God, I've complimented you on this.
Without having.
She's telling me all the things she said. Says, you know, it's driving me nuts because I can't see what you're looking at. She's reading to me the screens of what she's moving around. I go, oh my God, I'm going to have a heart attack here. You know, my brain won't work anymore. But Char, you did really good, and I'm proud of you. It's frustrating to think I had to download Chrome, and it's not like you just download; you have to go through all the steps. So all your clients, all the guests have to do that also.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. However, the quality, to me, it's worth it. The quality is excellent, and if my webcam, you know, decides to behave itself, then I'm happy with that. That could have been my internet too, doing weird things too. We don't know yet. You know, I don't know what would cause that. I'll have to find out from the help. I have some help tickets out. I had like 5 help tickets out with these guys already. But yeah, I'm looking forward. So Sunday I will probably be here doing the Sunday book read.
Oh. Are you going to be on after the show tonight at 7 o'clock?
I will be at TikTok at 7 o'clock doing my card readings. And it's going to be kind of fun. So just look for California Haunts at TikTok. And we just cleared our 5,070th follower over there. And we did that in a little under 3 months.
And remember, everybody, she's now doing readings during the day.
Yeah.
And I think you have a particular spread that you like. What's it called?
The Celtic Cross, yeah. And I can look at love life. I can look at all that stuff. You know, all that stuff, health, love life, all that stuff. Again, the website. I've decided that I don't want to have a website with ads on it or anything like that. So I will be resurrecting the main radio website, which will have the California Haunt site and the tarot card site on it. So that's how I'm going to do that. It's only going to be one big website. So yeah, so it's coming along. I'm trying to get everything done and do everything step by step. But like I said, I did book 4 guests for next week already. So we're going to have that going on, and I'm real excited about it. So get ready for consistent shows. So starting Sunday, we're just going to boom, 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 boom like we used to. And like I said, it's either going to be over here with the guests, or like I said, I paid for Restream for a month, so I might as well finish off over there, and utilize that. But yeah, so you're going to see the art, and little by little, and like I hope by the end of the weekend, I'll have everything up on here. Once I pay for the month here, I'll have everything up on here that I need with the intro and the outro and all that stuff. So we can get rid of that bouncing ball that's over my head right now. So,
the bouncing ball?
Yeah.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, it's the bouncing ball. You had it over your head, dear. But but at least, thank God my phone has a good speakerphone on it. So, yeah, so I'll see you guys at 7 p.m. or everybody at 7 p.m. Pacific. The other announcement I want to make is my sister, every year, last year, I started this thing where I'm doing a gingerbread house for every holiday. I had one for Easter, I had one for Valentine's Day, My sister, as a really good Christmas gift, got me an Oreo cookie train to build. And she got me a Peanuts gingerbread house to build. So we're going to be doing this, and this is cool because I have this hooked up to my new phone. So I will be able to broadcast on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok at the same time when I'm building these things. So it's going to be kind of cool. So that's something to look forward to for the holidays as well. I'm going to be working on my little village. That's going to be up on TikTok. I'm going to be doing that live, doing the rebuild on my village and the painting and then getting those things back up to. So there's a lot of things that are going to be coming up. Saturday nights, I'm going to try and do some cooking on TikTok. We're going to do some easy meal cooking, like fun, like for instance, my mother, she would get home at 4:30. In the evening from the phone company. My dad would get home at 5:30. She would have dinner on the table. So that gives 45 minutes to cook dinner. So she had some really cool, easy meals that she would cook. And so I'm going to share those with people and stuff and just do some cooking things. So there's a lot coming up. We're going to be taking people on ghost hunts. We're going to be doing all that stuff.
Oh,
And yeah. We even did a ghost hunt here 2 weeks ago on TikTok.
Also mentioned Sharna is interested in UFO observation.
Yeah.
So, and if we don't get a good turnout for a ghost investigative event, we'll put out there if someone wants a UFO investigative event, let us know the difference. Touch base with Shar. I know it's pretty cold, but yes, if that's what we want to do.
The other thing is,
of course, be better for UFO.
Nancy Matz no longer has a meetup. I no longer will have a meetup. So if you want to find out what we're doing, come to the Facebook. I've moved everything over to Facebook. It's the California Haunts Ghostly Events page. That's where you can get all the latest events that we're going to do. Okay, so come on over. A lot of you guys are over on Facebook anyway. So come on over and become a member over there, and we'll keep you up to date over there. But it's the California Haunts Ghostly Events page over on Facebook. Okay?
Very good.
So, yeah.
Good for you.
All right. Well, I'm going to call it a night with this. And thank you, everybody that came in. Thank you for sitting through us. I'm going to have to put a note on this thing on Facebook and on YouTube saying we don't really get started for 28 minutes, but that's okay. It is what it is on the first try. But, yeah, I'll send you the screenshot I took, Nancy, so you can see how clear it is. And nice. So, okay, everybody, I'll see you guys Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific. For the scary Christmas stories. Last weekend's book was really good. It was 34 pages. We plowed through it. Excellent book. So I'm going to have another smaller one, and then the weekend after that, we're going to start the really spooky one with Krampus and everything in there. So I'll see you guys on Sunday, and so will Jack and Sally, and thank you guys so much, and like I said, we'll start getting the guests going tonight after I get done with TikTok. I got to get my guests confirmed for next week and do all that good stuff and start rolling with that. But thank you all. Thank you all for being so patient. I'm sorry we were off Facebook for so long, but I'm glad to be back on Facebook. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to doing shows and making some beautiful radio. But come on over to TikTok. If you have a TikTok account, come on over and see me. You've never seen a psychic like me. You've never experienced a psychic reader like me. Trust me. So, yeah. I'm like Jim Carrey.
I like it.
I'm like the Jim Carrey of psychic readers. I am, huh? I'm like the Jim Carrey of psychic readers.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Since there's no outro, I'm just going to say goodnight. Have a good one, and I'll see
Good night,
you.
everyone.
Yep.